we all came for in supporting our brother Ahmed Hussein for the school board. Now, when you think about school board, it's development of the brains and the minds of the younger children. And we cannot be on the sidelines. You all know it's very important position. This kind of position, you really get paid. You get paid a small stipend for just coming there. But when you're serving these kind of positions, it's mostly you have a concern for the community that you're serving. Some of you might know I ran for the school board in Prince George's County on the last minute, and then COVID happened. And my only concern at that time was to get Eid for our community. When I say our community, the majority of the residents there are Muslims, almost 20%. There are no Somalis there. Maybe there were five Somalis, I think. But our goal was to get Eid. For 6 years, we kept on asking them, when are we getting Eid? When the other counties that were nearby got their Eid approved. So when you're contributing to campaigns like this, you are not supporting the individual. You're supporting a cause, whatever that cause may be. In this case, the community that you represent. Now, it's great that some of you will donate money, but what's more important is that you come out and help and knock doors, succeed in this goal. So now I'm going to invite our former minister, Halane. Please welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Waxay la tahay meesha Soomaali baa fadhida. Soomaali baan ku hadlaya. Ahmed waa la yaqaanaa. Ajnabi iyo Soomaali iyo Muslimiin kale oo soo shaqeeyo dhan dadwadkiisa, aqoontiisa, leadershipkiisa way isku raacsan yihiin. hadduu intaa yahay waxay inoogu muhiimsanaana oo ah waxbarashada carruurteenna uu rabo inuu hoggaankeeda ka qayb galo istiraatiijiyadeedana uu soo bandhigay xafladdii hore aan in lagu celiyana way ficnaan lahayd waxa qolo inoo yaalla waxaa weeye sidee Axmed u soo saaraa laba wax baa laynaga rabaa maalinka codka inaan coday intaan codka la gaarin inaan laba wax samayn doorasho aan kharash lagu bixin laguma guulaysto Soomaalidu dadku mad badan bay ahayd waxay nooga tageen murti badan waxay yidhaahdaan meel hoob baan hadal wax kama tahay waxaan codsanayaa si adag loo codsanaya intayna joogtay intaan gaaraynaba waxaa la soo bandhigi doonaa tabarucaadka fundraisingka sidii loo maamuli lahaa inaan waxoogay indhaha isku qabano aan jeebka gacanta gelin waa la isiraxantahay oo dadka qaar baa jeebka lowga hoostiisa kaga yaalla aan gaari karin baa la yidhaahdaa kuwaas waxoogay gacanta hoos aan u jiideen Ahmed wax kale ha ku waaye yuusan ku waayin waxaan awood u leedahay waxaa kaloo laga shaqeeyay aadna muhiim u ah campaignka albaab garaaca in nin walba ninkuu yaqaano oo imaan kara oo mid kale u yeeri kara ama codayn kara ma aha Soomaalida keliya communitieska kaleeto oo aan inagala joogaan rag Axmed yaqaana maalinka horena raggii la soo shaqeeyay ilaa Sacuudi Arabiya waa la weyday warbixinta ka bixiyeen Ahmed wuxuu inoo samaynayaa inagu haddaan nahay Richmond Washington metro area siyaasaddeed ma bayna maaragtay door fiican ma lihin Soomaalida kale ama ha joogeen Minnesota ama ha joogeen Ohio ama ha joogeen Maine waad arkayseen inta meelood ee Soomaalida laga soo doorto waddu inoo furayaa tanada ku guuleysano mid ka sarreysa soo saari doonaa sii wadi doonaa marka waxaan rajaynayaa Ilaahay ka rajaynaa Ahmed kursiga ku guuleysto دور كقاطو وحبرشة عروتنا وحن آدي نقعد سنة أنا كتب قادني إن أن لعدي نولو كرمين قرين لها أن كتب الرعلو وحالكا يلو معكو فلنو أن كدي من مكايلو أن كوكا تبنو هلونا منك صعد بحن كريم وعدك بحيان نقعد سنها هذا الهامل بذشو أحمد دad كان diyaar bay ku yihiin waana ku kalsoonahay kalsoonidaada ilaahay waxaan ka rajaynaynaa inaad guulaysato taageeradana waa ku diyaar.
Thank you, Alice. And second one, I'll quickly up like Ahmed Hussein and same topic guideline. Ahmed Usman.
Okay.
Usman Ahmed.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. waxaan u maleynaya dad kana inala jooga kuna Soomaaliya kalan ma badna laakiin inala jooga waxaan u maleynayaa idin wada garanaysaan fikirkiisa ama fikirkiisa baa waxoogaa ya fikirkiisa xigaya Soomaaliya waa hagaag horta Ahmed muddo dheer baan aqaanay muddo dheer oo markii aanu kulannay madaxiisu uu wahay intii hore wahaa waxay kutusaysaa muddada aanu ismaqaanay ilaa beginningkii waan arkayay inuu yahay ninkan nin meel dheer gaari kara inuu yahay waddankan aynu joogay u soo haajiray sanadka uu dhex galay meel sar imika jooga federal governmentka imikana waa inta u ordaya marka waxaan idhaha saddexda ugu muhiimsani waxa weeye the right person for the right position at the right time. Ahmed waa right person. Sidii wasiir xalan yidhi wuxuu noqon karaa role model caruurteena oo weerarsan kara meel ka sarreysa. Obama markuu yimid waxaa loola jiray inan yaroo madow iyo inan yaroo madow waxaa odhanaysaa waa gaari karaa meeshii aan mustaxiilka ahayn baa gaari karaa marka dariiq way loo furayaa. Right position waxay u tahay تعليم دراسة كومات. Fairfax County وحيكون بحيان 60% of their budget وحيكون بحيان تعليم. County قاعدين over 60%, 3.6 or 3.5 billion dollars. In we know to of means كفرنيا oo sidii loo qaybinayay iyo wixii lagu sameynayay sidii loo barayay inuu dhex jira waa muhiim caruurteena waddankan ay ka mid yihiin iyagaa maxaan ku meesha dhexdi doona iyagaa ku tartami doona marka in competitive ay noqdaan oo waxaa la bariyay sida loo bariyaa in ka warhayno waalidiintuna maxamed Ahmed la socdaan oo yidhahdaan wararkaasaan barnaamij inankii markuu dhammaynantii markay noo timid waxaasay sheegtay maxaa ka jira marku noqo waxay noqotay maxaan ku dhaha tacliintii iyo iskuul systemkii ideology wax kala soo galay waxa weeye horta waddankani waa multi-cultural waa inclusive waa multi-ethnic multi-religious weliba countiga inaynu xaqiijino taa oo aynu ka mid noqonno waa muhiim intaa markaan soo dhaafo MC wuxuu yidhi lacagtu important maaha xalay waa important lacag la-aan meel lama gaadho waddankan laba nin oo isla mid ah la yidhahdaa ninkaasi meel gaari maayo waayo sanduuqiisa wax badan ku jirin kan kalena uu heli doonay qofan aan la aqoon hataa yaa la yidhaha DeSantos kaashweyn buu haystaa waxaa laga yaabaa inuu soo dhawaado nimanka u wanaagsan oo dhaaxa ma haystaan marka waa very very important inaynu la soconno inaynu jeebka gacanta gelino halkan markaynu ka baxno wixii aynu samayn karno aynu samayno aynu dhiiro gelino qolada kale ee inaga maqayna ay aragto inaan wax laga sameeyo waa extremely very important. I would just say a few words in English. We're just essentially giving encouragement for people to contribute both their pocket, but also their effort, in terms of spreading the word, in terms of knocking doors, in terms of whatever it takes to this good man come up for us. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Next we have Sheikh Abdullah, inshallah, to say a few words.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. بسم الله. أنت هراء وهذا شيء ما بتسيء. ليش ما حنسكون إن خير بتسكون؟ حنسكون إن هو إسلام إن الله احترمه. وبمعنى حرور تاني المستقبل كان يسكون. ذلك المسلمين تعامل. وحيليهن كتاب قالبيه. شغال الإسلام هو قبضه. وليكم مجلس هل القف والله هذا يقول هل والله هذا. قرآن هذا أي حديث عروها شاب جمع مقروبها يعني عن قالنا ونقالنا صلاة دي ولا كذا صوم كي ولا صوم حج كي ولا حجية يعني زكاة ولا ضحية أنت أصبح لهكوا إمام بيس وأقيموا الصلاة وأتوا الزكاة وأتوا الحج والعمرة يعني وحاول هذا يقول جمع الله هذا بل كلمة لماذا إسلام تخيبكم معها وكلمة الشيطان بقول عادي الشيطان هو كالجيا وحي يولد هاي وحي سايسي هو كالجيا خدي عم قلنا قلنا هذا كان كنت لا بسيط صعب مثلا واحد كذا إسلام كوكو قوا واحد يراهنه لازم يمتعدي عربي لنوجه أنا وبمعنى ما أنت مرك عليه وحسن ميسي الشخصية لا ذكر كلام توحبوه ما أظن تصالوا واصل أنت ما عليك أخوان أجل كسأليه بوابه أجل كسامة أليه بوابه لكن وافع أليه وافع لكن المدرق الخبار أنت لكن ما كانت صدقات بحسن أما قفل بقى يسنى عن قوته أما قفل بقى يسنى درجة سيسي أما باروك أبو قاضي عمل كاس عمل وحاول متعدية وقفل وجوده وكانت البنية ما كان عمل كل قال له بوابه مركب وين سمينا هذه يجاب مسكح علينا يكتب هذا إنه واحد وذجيل أمرنا وأتلصق عنهم وقفك وسرنا ما حيلا قال قفك على فعل ننهي عليها وأسقف لنا وحنقص عليها ودلنا وحنقول أحجر اللي ما لنا هذا Fairfax board of director وكشف هذا كلو يتوقع يسكول الذي يعني توصل بين بقاها وحيدري جبتي أنا مركز ونوي مادام كومونيتي كسر إثيوبيا أو هذا إني وكيل كيهين سوماليا عراق ضد كانوا كردش وعرب تيسلا عراقية ودمك لو أفريقيا إني أيها مثيلان بعدين ما بحاول أنا ما كنت أتكلم مثيلي معناه بحاول أنا ماشي بدي كم نسمع ولا الدنيا هاي ماشي وين جونا نبر مغيرة سير لدي أقوال مغيرة كسر أقوال دي مثل ما تدفنيش لجوا بعندها مركب يونت كاسي وبري إمبورتنتي هذه جانب والسوي بعد هذا والو كالترا مركب هل سعاوية ما بها خاقنا هرمود لكن ما نشرح إننا صار صارنا إلى أين هنوقع قالوا مسجد والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
So next we have Dr. Sheikh.
But the moment I was called by one of the brothers that I love and respect, and alhamdulillah, Yemen and Somalia is more than brothers. Alhamdulillah, it's something that we are proud of. And above all, we are all Muslims, and that's what connected us, which is the word of La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. When I was called, wallahi, the moment I heard that there is a brother running for the board of education, I said, I am in, I'm coming. I drove from White March, it's not far away, it's only like 2 hours. But if it was a 6-hour drive, wallahi, I would have driven and came. My doctorate dissertation was in the impact of public schools on the identities of Muslim children. And I can tell you that if you send your children to public schools, trusting that public schools have your best interest in mind, then you are mistaken. And we're not, there is no like, you didn't have to choose. They can have both. And they can have both if we as Muslims raise up to the challenges. We can help them to maintain their deen, their Islam, their Aqidah, and also we can work with the society because we are a part of society. We are a part of the American community, and this is the process. And the brother here is ready to help. One last thing, my brothers, is since you are here, I know you are in support, I know you will donate, you will do everything, right? But it doesn't stop here. If you believe in the cause, then each one of you will build a circle around him. You will start to recruit people. Take your phone tonight and see, go through your phone list and try to call the brothers. This is very serious. Please take it seriously. Wallahi, I didn't know him. I didn't have any business with the brother. I love him for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But I'm just begging you to understand that this is serious. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide us to the best. Ameen, Allahumma ameen. And we ask Allah to use you to benefit the ummah and to save our children. Ameen, Allahumma ameen. Jazakumullahu khairan, my brothers.
Next, we have Josh Hansen, who will be giving an intro of Brother Ahmed Hussein. Talk about it. I mean, I don't know, many of you probably don't know, Brother Ahmed has a vested interest in the county. Few of his kids go to school in this county. And he has 20 plus years of experience in aviation and education. Please welcome Josh.
I am not Somali, as you can see. I don't speak Somali. I'm not Muslim. I'm a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant Christian. And I support Ahmed Hussein. What many Christians don't understand is that we are all children of the same book. What many Christians don't understand about Muslims and about Somalis could fill a book. But what I understand, when I met Ahmed Hussein at a meeting of Boy Scouts, was that he is a good man. And that's what matters. I'm here to tell you why I, as a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant American, think who he is, what he believes, that we should all believe, and why you should support him, because it's more critical than you realize. Now, I'm not here to tell you to protect your kids so they don't lose their Muslim heritage. It's the same heritage as far as I am. But the message that this gentleman gave us is absolutely correct. We have to watch what our children are being taught. If you're Muslim, teach your kids Islam. If you're Christian, teach your kids Christianity. And if you read them, you'll see we have something in common, which is what I like to think. Ahmed and I are good friends because we believe in God, we believe in our children, and we believe in America. So if I tell you who he is, what he believes, and why you support him, I have to start with America. America was founded by Christian men who believed that all men are equal, that we are endowed by our Creator, the same Creator we all believe in, with certain unalienable rights. And those rights include life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, the most famous words in American history. If you came here like Ahmed, you came here because you believed you would have a better life. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the heart of America. I call it the American dream. You come here, you are free to do whatever you want. You're free to believe whatever you want. You're free to work hard, and if you work hard, your children will have a better life. Now, will they have a better life without your guidance? Nah, they need your guidance. And part of that guidance is they have to be taught the right things. Our schools today are not necessarily teaching the right things. I have a 14-year-old son who's a Boy Scout with his children. I hope he grows up to be a good man, like his daughter, who's an officer in the United States Navy, who met the American dream. But what I want my son to understand is he's got to believe in fundamental principles, and we're not teaching that in our schools, and that's why when Ahmed and I started talking, we said he had to run for the Fairfax City Council or the school board, and that's critical. Do you know that they are introducing a resolution to start teaching kids sex education in 4th grade? Do you want that? Who here wants that? Okay, thank you. I'm glad I don't see any hands. Do you know there are some schools, they have budgeted money for sand? Do you know why they budgeted money for sand? Anybody know? Because they're going to put sandboxes in the bathrooms. So those kids who can't decide, well, am I a boy, am I a girl, or am I a furry? A furry is an animal, and there are kids that think they're furries. Is this what you want taught in your schools? Okay, you don't have to be Muslim, you don't have to be Christian, you just gotta love your kids to know they gotta be taught the right things, okay? And what are the right things? Well, love God, respect your parents. Most importantly, what my dad said, work hard and never give up. And you too will have the American dream. All right. Now, Ahmed Hussein, he is the American dream as far as I'm concerned. He came from Somalia, like all of you, for a better life. He works for the federal government, who trusts him enough to send him overseas on special missions. You know, he married a woman who is a doctor. She's the American dream. His boys, where are his boys? Yassine, where are you? Stand up. Liban, stand up. This is the future, gentlemen. Do we want these kids running around not sure what they're going to do with the world? Or do we want them to be guided by Muslim, Christian, whatever principles that teach them right from wrong? That's what the schools have to be teaching. And that's why I place all my faith and all my trust in Ahmed Hussein. I think we're at a critical point in the history of America. America is a great country. I hope you all achieve your dreams in America. But it requires you to be part of America. It requires you to take part in democracy. So number one, I expect every one of you to vote for Ahmed Hussein. Number two, I don't care how much money you have. I know the story from the Christian Bible that God looked with great joy upon the woman that gave a copper because it was all she had. Okay. Give what you can money. That's all we ask. If you can afford 50 cents, God bless you. Now, I think someone said we're trying to raise $40,000. I want to make sure that he doesn't mean from every one of you. It means in total. And every 50 cents adds up. So we need your money. Right now, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or not, but he is in fundraising way ahead of many of the other candidates because his message has reached people. But in American democracy, part of the problem is to get the message out. And the problem is, if you're a Democrat, you don't listen to the Republicans. If you're a Republican, you don't listen to the Democrats. Well, he's an independent. So you should all listen to him and listen to his message because that message is important. But in addition to money, which is important in American democracy, because we get the message out, there's another way to get the message out, which I think is more important. I've discussed this with Ahmed, and I said, when we first started, we've already raised 3 times as much money as we thought we could raise. money is not important. You have to reach the people with a message. One way is with flyers, one way is with ads, but the most important way is people have to see you. They have to know. You're in contrast. You have a man here who represents everything. Do you want Americans to look upon Somalis as people of honor? This is the man that will carry your message. So the reason why you need to go out and support him is that he will become the face of Somali America, and I think that's important. And the best way you can help him, I said to him, when October comes, I will walk side by side and we will knock on every door in Fairfax County. And they will see what a Somali is. You know, he is a man of integrity, and a man of honor, and a man who will teach your children well. That's the important thing. There's an old rock song back when I was a kid, and it said, teach your children well. That's the message that Ahmed brings to you. Let him take that message to everyone. Let him teach your children well. And if you have to sign up to volunteer, just for one day, go knock on all your neighbors' doors and say, this is a man of integrity. You must vote for him. This man is needed today in America. And you have come to this country. This country has given you all, I hope, great opportunities and given you much. But in return for that, we're not communists, we're not socialists, we expect you to contribute in return. And I will tell you right now, the greatest thing you can do to pay back the debt that you already owe to America is to elect someone like Ahmed Hussein to office and let him pay that debt for all of you.
Thank you, Mr. Hanson. So we're running out of time, so I want the candidate himself to speak. I don't think anybody has said it. He had worked and he had been in a leadership position for the past 21 years, working for the State Department, embassy overseas. He has his kids in public school, as you all know. He has his master's degree in engineering. He even did executive leadership certificate at MIT. So well educated, somebody that you want to present to you. Please welcome the candidate himself, Ahmed Hussein.
I just want to make sure that if our friends and who doesn't speak Somali, that hear my few words, and I'll end up in Somali. I want to thank first really Sister Moni, who's here with us. And I met Sister Moni. She's a civic engagement director. And Sister Moni and a few of us had a meeting on Wednesday night at the Hishra to discuss about Fairfax education and schools. And we agreed as a team that we should go on Thursday night, Fairfax County School Board, who were debating and elaborating what Josh just mentioned about family life education as a title. And that actually highlights, and they're pushing to teach our children and start education to bring the boys and girls together to talk about the word 3 letters that Josh just mentioned. 4th grade, imagine that. Currently, they start putting the boys and girls at grade 9, but they want to bring all the way to grade 4. So Sister Moni and a number of us, plus Imam Farhan, we were there and support our sister who's currently at the board, Sister Umaysh, who's the only voice we have right now, and Sister Umaysh is not running for this coming election. But when the board saw us, I believe I'm not mistaken, between 15 to 20 Muslims, and with only one outside the board, as the parents watching, they actually changed their view how to vote or how to proceed. That bill has pushed back to the fall. I met Sister Moni there, and thank you for coming and your friends. So I want to say much have been said, and أدل بحسنته رجل مربع والدي and family members, ashab, إنه ما الله هذا وقت كانوا ليه هاي تعالى نشوف قابيهم value تاجنا هو كأني سنتين دمانتي قف قصة أبيه هوية أم بأبانا هاي وحي كعيي إن كخيب قاطو جودينا صقلي حنون لو هيا وكيني وكبقنا إنه الله ملك وحدين تينا دخل كينا يو مستحيل من السيني أي أول كيني كوريا لمالية بيبان فكيدا هاي ونينو الكليو أي أروق حي أروق أشقا فلتام هيا مكاكي إنه حاله so that's the message إنه كنا نقوم بشغلة قرنا نتحرر وشيء إن صوب ديجي program كيجا flyers تبعك يلقوا قرية هاي واحد ولا كانون number one وحنا taxpayers أشوف بعد إحنا إذا عثمان ونوش قيمها كلا school board أو $3.5 billion العقير معها كارتيل إنه هريسن وحن صار سوق عطي Fairfax County وحي كبر حيان each child نكبر إحنا عشوتينا $18,365 per child Montgomery County has $16,307. I just want to compare Montgomery County and Fairfax County. If you see that, amount of money we can pay our school per child, your result is so high. Last 5 years, Fairfax County SAT under this school level. 5 years the Fairfax County results SAT was 27 points. So score SAT went down 27 points. Now the current board LWDA and they will ask why it's happening. It will become arrested. The chair who's currently serving as a large, Mrs. Rashna, but I could you have taken LWDA were coronavirus. We know that's not true. It might have some impact, but it's true. So, Montgomery County, on states congregate, we will call a result of 50%. Good for them.